Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So my excitement has calmed down a bit now since Adepticon, but what I want to talk about today is Knights, because if you've been hiding under a rock for the past couple of days, then you would have missed the new bloody Knight announcement for the new Codex and of course the brand new Castellan Knight. And we're going to be looking at the Castellan Knight, we're going to be talking about the Castellan Knight, we're just going to be going into fairyland, everything about it. So let's just jump in and let's get started. Look at this beautiful, beautiful thing, the Knight Castellan. When I saw this, the first thing that hit me straight away was Mini Warlord. That is the first thing that hit me in there. I was like, wow, this thing looks like a Warlord Titan. It looks absolutely beautiful. This thing has got more Dakar than an Orc. Look at it, it's got everything. From what we can see, it's got like 2 missiles on the top. It's got these like shoulder mounted turrets. I have no idea what they could possibly be. At the front, like next to its head, that looks like twin melters each side, so that's going to be deadly. But the interesting thing about this is that what are the main armaments on each arm? Now, I've had a lot of feedback from a lot of people, and I think we may have gotten to the bottom. So let's start off with my favourite one, because it's Plasma, and if you know me by now, I absolutely love Plasma. Now, I've been sent this off a lot of people on social media messages and stuff saying, hey, if you saw this, this is what it looks like. And it's basically a one-for-one, nearly a one-for-one reference from a weapon which you'll find on battle servitors in the Adeptus Mechanicus army, which is a Plasma Culverin. Now, I'm only just getting into Adeptus Mechanicus. I haven't got the Codex yet, so I don't really know the stats for it. But all I can say is that for anyone who does have the stats and you go and look at the stats, this is probably just going to be a more powerful version of that weapon, I would say. And another thing which hits me as well, I'm thinking is Belisarius Call going to have any input on these knights' weapons as well? I know that these knights have been around for thousands of years and stuff, and they're now only just getting models. But of course, with Call coming back and his access to so-called lost technology, air quotes I'm doing here, I wonder if these knights are going to have so-called upgrades in any way with his doing. And the next weapon, which seems to me looks like a Volcano Cannon. Maybe it's just because I'm lost in this thing looking like a Warlord Titan. I know it's not going to be a Volcano Cannon. I don't think it's going to be anything like a Volcano Cannon. I think the Volcano Cannon belongs on the bigger stuff like the Warlords and stuff, but it just hints of Volcano Cannon-esque the way it looks. I'm hoping it's not like the Battle Cannon, which is on the normal Imperial Knights, which are already out at the moment. I'm hoping that this weapon does act differently and it does have different stats and stuff, because I think just bringing the cannon over and just putting it on this new model would be a bit much of a letdown for me. I'm actually kind of stuck on where to go with this one. It looks cool, like it's got the little generators on the side and stuff, and again that shouts to me like Call is involved in some way with this kind of weapon. I don't know why, it just screams Belisarius Call made me. I would absolutely love to get your guys' feedback on all this, what I'm talking about as well. If you have any ideas, maybe you've actually found evidence of what these weapons are or what they could be as well. So if you've got anything like that, post it below, and I would love to get some feedback off you chaps. Now, one of the main talking points is how big is this Castellan gonna be? Is it going to be the same size as the Knights which are out now? Is it going to be a bit bigger? This is where all the debate is at the moment, and it's looking like that this Knight is actually going to be smaller than the Knights we have now. This is just pure speculation so far, nothing is confirmed, but there is an image which has surfaced on social media. I would love to find out who made this image, by the way. If anyone can find out where this source come from, please let me know, and I'll put like all these details in the description of the video. But this chap has made this diagram from the image which is in this trailer which you're seeing now, and he's put the Armiger next to the Castellan and the size of the actual knights that we have at the moment, and you can see that it looks about what, maybe 2 inches smaller. Maybe it's not, maybe it's me, maybe it's not just as round and as bulky at the top, but it seemed like the face plates are level, sort of. The shoulders, it looks like, you know, with the design of the Castellan, it's more flat on top and not more rounded, so maybe that's where it's losing like the height, and I'm thinking it's more smaller. But yeah, it looks smaller, but maybe it's not smaller. Maybe it is the same size, but because the like I just said, the old, well, I keep calling it the old knight. The previous knights are more rounder at the top, where this is more flatter. When it comes to the top of the model, for me, this model definitely is a more pretty model than the previous knight. I absolutely love just everything about it. All the guns in it, the shoulder mounted turrets, just going down to like the legs, the way like you know, like the shin guards, as I like to say. The shin guards are designed where they fully encompass the knee, rather just being like two separate parts like the previous knights. I just love all the actual design about that. I think whoever's made this has done a fantastic design. Props to you. I am definitely going to be buying at least 2 of these. You know what I'm going to be like? I'm just going to buy 2 of these and just go from there, and probably even buy even more. I'm just going to lose myself in knights. The thing that scares me the most about this is how much is it going to be point-wise when it comes to the tabletop. If we look at stuff like, I don't know, let's look at my list now. Like I think the most pricey knight is 512 points, and that's the Knight Crusader. So, and I'm just trying to put into like all the DACA on this, like the guns and the plasma on it, the shoulder-mounted weapons, the rocket pods on top. I'm going to say at least 600 points. At least 600 points for this model. I would be completely blown away if this model is 500 points base. That would completely blow me away. For now, I'm definitely going to go with, because just with the sheer amount of DACA it's got on it, it's going to be at least 600 points just to deploy one of these on the tabletop. Okay, let's move on and talk about something just as glorious, and that is the Imperial Knight Codex. I'm super excited for this. I've always been a huge Imperial Knight guy. I just love the knights. I just love the way they look. I love the lore about them. Everything about knights scream absolutely awesome balls to me. So I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm really hoping that since like all the new 8th edition has happened and we've got like the big rift across the galaxy, that there's going to be some new knight houses that are risen from the ashes, so to say. I'm hoping that some of the knight houses have maybe been destroyed as well, or some that have actually fallen to chaos, because you know it's not all about having a good time and stuff. Some bad stuff needs to happen to these knight houses as well. So maybe some of like the most proud knight houses have fallen or just been destroyed, and we have new knight houses rising from the ashes like a phoenix out of the fire. Now, if you watch my previous video I did a couple of weeks ago about an actually upcoming Knight Codex, which was given to me by a source, not the Codex, but the information that a Knight Codex is coming, and he also gave me the information that we're going to get 3 different variants of the new Armiger Knight. If you want to go and check out that full video, there should be something appearing in the top right of your screen now. Just click on that and it should take you over to the video, but I'm just going to briefly go over it here. So he said to me that in this new Knight Codex we're going to get a brand new free variant of the new Armiger Knights. We're going to get a completely close quarter one which is mid-tier, which is range and close quarter, and another variant which is completely ranged focus. Now I do think the middle one, which he meant by the ranged and the melee one, is the one that we actually got in the Forgebane box set, but I'm not too sure if he meant a brand new like mid-tier where it's range and close combat. But I'm just putting that down to they've already done that already, so I don't see them making a brand new one. So really we're going to get 2 new variants because we already own the one that's already out now. So that's the close quarter one and just the pure range one. Now the thing that's really getting me excited about this is that, of course, like I said, I'm a huge fan of knights, but now really I can actually make a proper full knight army, and I think that's what my intention is going to be now when this Knight Codex hits. Of course, we need to see what the rules are, what the stratagems and all that kind of stuff is, what that brings to the table. But what I want now, I want to be able to feel like just a full knight army. Like, I know you could have done that already, but with like the new Armiger Knights, lore-wise, for me, I feel like it's more special. So you have these like little mini knights going around, and they're like at the feet of like all like the bigger knights. So we've got like the Knight Paladins, the Knight Gallant, the Knight Errant, the Knight Crusader, and now we have the new Knight Castellan that's going to come out. So you got to have all these options for all these different knights and stuff, and that just really just gets me so excited and so pumped up, because I can just imagine just like going to Warhammer World, getting all these knights out and just putting like just a full knight army on the table. And even though, you know, I may even get my ass ass kicked. I'm not really into the competitive scene. It's all about just going, having some fun, and looking absolutely badass when you deploy your army. That is it for me when it comes to tabletop gaming. It's about the rule of cool, looking awesome, and with a full knight army on the table, there's nothing more awesome than that. Alright chaps, that's me done for another video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope, you know, I've raised some discussions for you to talk about knights and stuff. Like I said, I would love to get your feedback. What do you think the weapons are? Do you think we're going to even get more variants of these Castellan knights? Do you think we'll get more Dakar brought to us in the form of the Castellan? Maybe different arms and stuff like that. Maybe a melee variant. Who knows? Emperor, hope. Let's just get all the knights. I just love knights. I love them. I absolutely love them. Knights plus custodes equal Valrak heaven. That is me. That is me. Just send me up there right now. If that's what heaven's made out of, knights and custodes, I will be at peace. Right. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been fun. It's been emotional. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon. See you chaps, and bye bye.